What's good, y'all? Welcome back. Welcome back. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. How you guys doing, boys and girls, men and women? Johathan Brown enters the Hall of Fame. So we are from to Johathan Brown, Brisbane Lion great. Also, I'm not sure if I did touch on it, but I did watch the Brisbane Lions Port Adelaide game. Dude, yeah, solid win. Injuries they was dealing with. And they absolutely smacked Port Adelaide, man. Adelaide, whatever. But I did learn a couple of new things. First of all, the commentary is really funny. Fox Sports, the commentary is pretty funny. Good laughs. Second, I did learn if the ball goes out of bounds, the umpire he doesn't even look. He just throws it up in the air as high as he can. Then whoever goes for it goes for it. And then lastly, I learned from watching the game, if a player kicks the ball and the opposing player touches it, and even if the ball goes in for 6, it doesn't count. Which, if I'm correct, I could be wrong, but for what I've seen, if I'm correct, it doesn't count. Which kind of sucks because because the ball still goes in, but to me, I am assuming if the opposing player, touches the ball before if he touches the ball and the ball still goes in through the goal, it doesn't count. So like I said, it sucks, but it is what it is. But yeah, man. So if you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to hit the like and sub button. Highly grateful like always. Yes, sir. Let's go and get started. Johathan Brown enters the Hall of Fame.
Tough, competitive, skill-wise, he was highly underrated. Magnificent judge of the flight of the ball and a beautiful set shot. It's handy when you have players that when the game's on the line, they want to stand up and they want to be the one to influence moments. And that was Brownie in a nutshell. Brownie. He played well in a team, that was successful, and then he carried a team later on, that had its battles and fought to make them competitive week in and week out. And for me, that consistency at a really high level is the mark of him as a footballer and also his character and will as a person.
Brown has won out with Fletcher. Oh, wonderful mark, Johathan Brown. Vintage Brown.
His presence was second to none. I mean, I know that I used to walk taller when I used to run past with my opponent. Brownie would be in my opponent's ear saying, keep running them past me, Lukey, and they used to get into him.
A powder keg waiting to explode.
The best players always do have a belief. And he loved the game and was passionate about the game. And he grew up with the characters of the game through the 80s and the 90s, and a lot of his traits, were born from watching Brereton, watching Carey and studying these guys and honing his craft.
I think I love the Australian accent. Nice.
Pretty fortunate that day. I reckon if we look closely at the tape, Alistair Lynch gave him a little bit of a chop out by grabbing.
Oh, Alistair Lynch, if I'm correct, I think he is on the commentary team. Alistair Lynch, I think he is on the commentary team. I think. Could be wrong. But I think.
Jade Rawlings throwing him out of the way. When you came out of the middle with the ball, he had an amazing ability to be able to turn up on your leg. And it didn't matter who you were, right footer, left footer, Black, Lappin, Boss, Ackermanis. He was always there. And at the time, I always just used to think, well, that's a good kick. But it's not till I started coaching and I've actually realised, how hard it is for a forward to get in those positions all the time and be there when the kicker looks up. And he was exceptional at it.
They know that their man is bigger, stronger and better than the opposition.
He
never asked a teammate
he looks like tall as crap. At the same time, he's he's built solid. He's not
do anything that he wouldn't do, and obviously as a teammate it was inspirational and uplifting to watch him, and the way that he kept his eyes on the ball.
Pops it up in the air looking for Mitchell Clark.
And then you'd think next time I go, I'm going to have to go with the same intent and the same purpose.
Yeah.
Johathan Brown going back, courage and strength. What a mark.
I remember coming in every pre-season and Brownie would be up there running with the midfielders. And that's just amazing for a guy who was 106 kilo and, 196 centimetres. It was all...
Dude, the only thing is I just hate when like some people use like instead of using height and like instead of using like weight, like pounds and inches for height, he was just mean kilos. Like I just hate that because
through heart and work rate, and you'd always know that he was around because he was a big puffer and panty. You could always hear him coming.
Can he do it on the left? It'd be a beauty if he
wants to translate that.
Week in, week out, they have to put multiple players through him because he just worked up and out that hard. Early in his career, he did it higher up the ground, and then later in his career, he showed that he could go deeper and kick a lot of goals and hit the scoreboard. And that included a Coleman medal.
This man is the king of the jungle. 8 of the best for Johathan Brown.
Obviously, to come out here onto the biggest stage and to be able to perform and handle the pressure, is really, really important. And no one played a bigger role during that period of time than Brownie. He was always keen with his family history to play for the Lions and play for a club that he loved, and he would have had many opportunities to seek so-called greener pastures in Melbourne or elsewhere, but his heart was always with the Lions.
That's probably like a great feeling though. Like imagine rooting for the team, you grew up watching, supporting, and just to end up playing for him and have a career like he did with that team. That's amazing, man. Big ups to him. Big ups to Johathan Brown. That's amazing. Really cool to see. Really cool to see.
He's got it! The Lions will win! And Johathan Brown stood up when it was counted.
It's an amazing game, and probably the greatest thing about the game is the people that it's comprised of. His character off the field and his willingness to give back to not only the game but to give back to people along the way has been first class.
I'm not sure if there is a more admired player.
No, I don't think there is. It's what you see is what you get. You betcha, Johathan Brown. He's got 10.
He's as good as any player I've played with. You could trust him, you could rely on him, no matter where he played and who he played with, or whether it was early in his career or late in his career. He always handled the pressure, and I guess that's why he's made such a big mark on the game.
Yeah, man, congrats to Johathan Brown, man. Big ups to him. Big ups to him. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Big ups to him, man. What a career he had. What a career. But yeah, man, real interesting. Yeah, so you guys don't forget to like and sub or comment down below. You got thoughts and reactions. Shout out to Brisbane again for winning against Port Adelaide. I'll see you guys later.